Someone mentioned this in a forum. It's called Mixo.io, and the idea is that it allows you to launch your startup website in seconds. And I've had a look at it, and I just want to share it with you. Do I advise on using this? Not so much. However, if you're a little bit afraid of, WordPress and other solutions out there in building your website, could this work for you? So I just want to show you how it operates. The idea is that you fill in a few details and it fills in the gaps. But let me just show you how this operates. I'm going to click Get Started for free. It's going to ask me what is my startup idea. So I've put in some generic words and we're now going to hit Generate Site. About 23 seconds later, this is what it has now created. So it's taken some of the wording we've given it, given us a headline. It's then now like almost using AI to create its wording that we never populated into there, and it's not too bad actually what it is saying there. We got a call to action, which is almost like join our waiting list, which probably isn't really what you want to be doing. But then again, this is a launch for a startup, so maybe you're launching a product or a service. You haven't got your website built yet, so you want to go with something like this. Okay, so it's given us that. Then says WebStart has helped my startup reach its goal, which I would then start to question, well, you're a startup, you're not ready yet, it's a waiting list. So how did Victoria Carey go and give you that? And believe me, if you now see another website that looks exactly the same and you see the same image, are you going to trust it? Questions you want to be asking yourself. Okay, we got a pretty nice, decent image there. It's not bad. By the way, I haven't picked what the color scheme is here. It's gone and completely done it for us. Build stunning websites, some more words, create powerful messages, blah, blah, blah. Now, I could argue that maybe you're someone who's building your own website with Elemental Bricks or any other solution. Some of the wording here, you might use this to just help you generate some of your wording. That's a little tip for you out there. But anyway, look, we scroll down, we get a few more details, and then we get to the bottom. And it even says made with Mixo down here. And I'm going to move myself just so you can see that. It says that there. Is that going to be visible on the website? I think it will be, which I have to say I'm not liking the sound of. Okay, so what then happens after you've done that? We have a URL that looks like this. Okay, so now let's go to save and customize. Registering's pretty simple. You're not asked to put in any credit card details or anything or sign up for a free trial, which I hate, by the way. I really do hate that. Now let's hit save and customize. So it's going to save the site and hopefully let us in and customize it. But like I've already said to you, this is where the options you get are quite limited. Now we are being asked to basically sign up and go further. So I've just said that, well, we can continue with a free plan, okay? Or you can go for these options, which is a custom domain name, remove the branding, free SSL as well. Launch one site, $9 a month, which, if you go for annual billing, it's $7 per month. What's that? $84 a year? My only hesitancy with it is I would need a whole load more details about what exactly I get. And when I scroll down, there is nothing. I've even done a bit of research with trying to just look at Mixo online, and there is very little. So that's $7 a month. Obviously, the website's going to be hosted. So you're getting your domain and all of that. And you could argue, well, $84 a year or even $9 a month if you're not sure how long you're going to keep this isn't a bad idea. You also get to export your subscribers. So again, Google Analytics, it sounds really, really good. But what happens if I just continue with the free plan? So let's just go with that. And do you know what? Shall we go in and shall we actually do the $9? No, I'm not going to do the $9 because then I might forget to cancel. It's on my head, innit? Let's just continue with the free plan. So bear that in mind. This is going to have a irregular domain name and it probably won't have SSL applied either. So now we get on to basically the site. So we can change our logo. Just put my son's face in, by the way. I'm going to change the primary color and we're going to change the secondary color as well. Something like that. The site name, well, we'll give it that. I've also changed the site title. Now, here's a great thing. I can change the site description. That's really cool. It does generate a site social image. I have to say, that's quite neat for a launch startup. So it's almost taking our header and converted it to match our color scheme. So far, so good. The only interesting thing, though, is that it hasn't... Oh, yeah, it has. Sorry. It has changed the title over there. So we've done a bit of the stuff there. Now let's go over to our content. Let's hit the hero section. Here is where I can change the title. So I'm going to put the startup to be in capital. It's done that. We can change the subtitle. I could even add in a bit of helper text. Let's see what that does. Let's put in the word hello. And you can see the word hello has appeared there. We have a primary button. Do we show it? Okay, so we can add in so at the moment, we had a sign up form, which it allows us to change the wording on there, enter your email, etc., etc. We can even have a call to action button. So that's quite good. It might be that you're going to redirect them to elsewhere. I'm still a little bit unconvinced though with where this is exactly going to go, because look, it's just going to take them to another URL. So maybe this is your launch page. Maybe you use a lot of social media, and then they're going to jump into here, click it, and it takes them elsewhere, which I feel like you could lose conversion unless you've got, buy the product now, for instance. Okay, now before I move on to any other section, I am just going to click on here. And look, this is what I mean. I'm not at the moment getting the facility to go, right, okay, I want the logo to be on the right-hand side. I want this image to be further up or whatever. So I'm losing a bit of power over there. Okay, look, we can change the image. I'm not going to, but we could change the image. Show ratings, so we could mess around and decide if we are going to have that or not. We can, okay, you can change the image and the wording now for Victoria Carey. Hello, Victoria. I'm sure you're a real person. The features down here, we can start to modify that. So if we go down here, build stunning websites. So there is some flexibility, but I just want to go into this feature here, this very first one, and I'm going to remove that image. What we now get is a gap. What I can't do is say, what if I did have an image, but I wanted to swap it over? I don't have that facility. So I'm just going to double check. Yeah, look, I don't have that facility. So it slightly bothers me a little bit with how much you can do here. Okay, testimonials, again, look, you can modify the call to action, the FAQs, a lot of the items on here. But what happens now if we hit publish? Okay, at the bottom, this is now going to publish. So again, remember, I am not saying, oh yeah, everybody go for this. This is like, AI building a website. I'm not saying that. But if you're a launch startup or you know someone who they're not ready to commit to a website, this could be an option for them. But I do think there are quite a few limitations. And we've been given a URL, which I must say, if I just show you the URL, if I just bring my screen and that's the URL, it's not the most friendliest URL at all. It's like YouTube video URLs, which are like god awful, right? But anyway, look, it's not a great URL, but look, we have our page. The problem, obviously, is that the images are not carrying over the color scheme because they are just images. It would have been nice if they did, but then again, they do allow you to upload your own images. Look, it's carried over some of the styling, but look, I removed an image here because I didn't want the image. And look at this. I can't stretch it. I can't put it in the center. So remember what I said about limitations, and also the fact that, well, there'll be a million websites that look like this. And there'll be loads of people that haven't even bothered swapping out the image. Oh, I can't be bothered. And then they're all going to have Victoria unless they change the name. Bear that in mind. Anyway, if we go back over here, it says, look, create a tweet. Well, I don't want to do that. This is a fake site, okay? We also have the URL. We can edit the website as well. And we can also see who our subscribers are. Now, what we don't have at the moment is the Google Analytics side of it, because you've got to pay for that. And even though we are told you get SSL with the custom domain, this is an SSL. It is HTTPS, but it is their domain. Obviously, when you add in your own domain, and remember, $84 for the year, it's not a bad price, that would be SSL. So do I think this is good for a very basic launch startup? Maybe you're going to say, sign up and get ready for my new course, and you'll be informed of the URL and the address for that when it's ready. Sign up for my new shop, my new venture, whatever you're doing. For something like this, it's not a bad idea. And even though the URL, and I know I'm bashing the URL here a bit, maybe they don't even want to pay. So completely free right now, they could go for this, because this could then lead into the actual website where they are now paying someone, or they're using a page builder to make it splish, splash, splosh, or whatever you want to call it. But as an initial startup, that is just trying to get interest, this could be not a bad thing. Loads of people on TikTok, right, or wherever, they don't have a website. They're showing off whatever, right? They could use this to maybe put on a few more details about themselves. Hey, you want to know a bit more about me? Go over to my page. So it's not a bad idea. This is created by Mixo over here. They've not contacted me. I've just done this off my back because I heard about it. I thought, well, what is this? What is this? You know, AI-powered builder. It is limited, but I can see how for a startup or someone who just wants a free website before they do a proper website, I must stress that before you do a proper website, you must get a proper website done because it's one page. There's no nav menu. There's no menu anchors. There's no rank math or anything like that at the moment. You got to think about that. But this could work for you as a basic startup. I keep using the word. How many times have I said startup? Probably quite a lot. Mixo.io. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'm Imran Web Squadron. I'll see you.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.